Hey there, beautiful souls. Jess, Intuitive Angel Healer here with your grounded guide to the spiritually awakened survivors of the toxic shadows. Welcome to my new YouTube channel, Spoken Like an Angel, Enlightenment for Survivors, where my prophetic words are meant to help stimulate so you can raise your vibe and elevate. Thank you so much for being here today. Today is the awesome 8/8/23, August 8th, Lionsgate portal. And I wanted to share a channeled message with the angels. What is the Lionsgate portal? Well, it's a portal that opens up. It's an energetic portal, and it opens up to help us open up our heart chakras, because ultimately we're trying to get to a 5D consciousness and move out of this ego-centered 3D consciousness. And so it goes back to the Egyptians, and it has to do with astrology and the stars, and I believe the Sirius is the brightest star out there, and it actually helps bring in this energetic portal. But definitely go check it out. It has to do with the pyramids too. Did you know that the pyramids are actually to help bring in this divine energy? It's crazy. Go check out my podcast. So I just recorded it earlier, Spoken Like an Angel, Enlightenment for Survivors. And it explains all about the 8/8 portal gate. Today you need to know that it's an emotionally charged day, because it's kind of like Mercury retrograde, because Venus is in retrograde right now too. So ultimately it triggers stuff up from the past so you can release it. But if you're not aware of this, you just feel triggered and you're like, why is the universe triggering me 212 as I say that? So that's why I like to share information. Some people know a lot about these portals. I knew some, and I'm still learning more. I'm not the know-all person for that, because I haven't fully learned all my astrology yet. I started off with angels and mediumship and spiritual awakening, and also learning psychology with self-love and toxic shadows and narcissism. So we can't, that's what one of my messages the angels wanted me to share with you today, though, is that it's important to know that you're not meant to do everything, and if you're a teacher, you can teach. So know that you can get out here and start stepping into your purpose, and you don't have to know everything about everything. You can actually learn. And when I bring it on my channel, it's all about, let's learn together, because you never have to feel silly trying to learn. You have to feel silly if you're so afraid of what people are going to think that you don't try to learn. Somebody need to hear that out there. So I wanted to get into this. I'm going to actually do a live reading for you guys today for the 8/8 portal, but I have my abundance cards, and I wanted to show you, this was confirmation. This was just at the bottom of the deck, employment change. But on an 8/8 day, this is like a mega manifestation portal day. Like if you want to manifest something today, the energy is there to manifest it. So your career path is leading in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported every step of the way. So there's divinely guided confirmation out there. I'm hearing that you are a stallion and you were born to roam free. Stop playing small in this realm and speak your truth. Keep speaking your truth. I feel like you're maybe starting to evolve in your new position. You're going to be getting a new position that goes along with your spiritual journey, and it's not going to be the same customer service job. I keep hearing like a customer service person. Maybe you're a call center taker. it's something like that. Like you have to do with the customer service, or you work at fast food, or you work at some kind of customer service job. Definitely, you're getting an employment change. So keep at it and don't react to those people. Spirit is saying to have an abundance mindset. It's important. Thoughts are things. So it's important to have this rich up here. Okay, you can't constantly be saying I'm broke and I have nothing, because the universe is listening to that and it's manifesting what you ask for. It says if you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. Uh, Pink is Archangel Chamuel is stepping in right now, and this is the Archangel of unconditional love. If you're working on manifesting, you got to work on your self love too, okay? Because it's all about having discernment, about choosing what's healthiest for you and best for you, and the most prosperous. I can't say that word. Prosperous. There you go. Ultimately, you can't hold that in an unabundant mind. So that's why you got to start putting abundant thoughts into your mind and taking out the negative ones, whether or not. This is another confirmation that's up here, is that your house is on the way. So if you're trying to figure out your living situation right now, or you've been wanting to move and like you're wondering how you're going to get the funds, Spirit's about to step in and create a miracle for you. And just know that you're about to manifest a better living situation. Loan papers are going to be approved for some of you out there. House prayers are definitely being answered right now. Expect to move 2 months or sooner, beautiful souls. So don't worry too much about, you do need to change your environment to change it, but also it's like we get tested before we get that change of environment to see if we're really ready for it. So I'm going to use my life purpose cards right here. Go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you guys are enjoying this message and connecting with it. Please shout out in the comment section if you guys what you guys are doing for this Lions Gate portal. What are your abundance techniques? What do you usually do? What are you doing? What are you manifesting? What are you trying to get out there? Well, you don't have to tell us that, because I don't like to tell people manifestations, but what are you doing today to release yourself, to get into this energy of getting what you truly deserve? Because that's what it's about. It's about reflecting on the old, so you can step into your power, which is right here and now. Your version of you that you're in right now is your highest version of yourself. So honor that and honor your past, because you had to have those mistakes to get you into your present, right? So, Spirit, thank you for blessing this reading, making sure it's specific, in the light, and full of blessings for everyone involved. If you can please tell me what a collective message of what some life purposes are out there, and we'll expand on them. So what are some life purposes out there for my collective? One is an artist. If you're an artist, creative, engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. You're not talking to your angels, though. The Spirit is saying, instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. I hear that you're afraid. You need more courage, maybe, because you're afraid people aren't going to like your work. Spirit's got people out there, and if you're stepping in your divine purpose, you're not going to have to worry about people not buying your work. It's if you do it inauthentically is the only way they're not going to not purchase it from you. But you need to, I'm hearing, speak your truth. Keep speaking your truth. And this could be, I feel like somebody who writes poetry, because that's it's a form of art too, performing art, or you're an influencer, like you make crafts and you're some kind of influencer that way. But you need to just get out there and don't worry about, it's about making the product. Build it and they will come. Build the dreams. keeps coming out. Somebody's a writer out there, and you're definitely not connecting to your purpose right now. Again, that courage thing. You're not talking to your angels. You're keep telling yourself that you're not a writer, but you're actually, you heal, teach, and entertain with the words that you write. So your gift, you actually heal more on a mass level of enlightening and awakening by the words you write. So you'll learn this, like if you're starting on your spiritual awakening or your spiritual practitioner, you start off with wanting to do one-on-one sessions and helping people, but then you start understanding that those little 1 hour sessions take away from being able to do a massive group, like group coaching or doing a blog or doing a video like this. So ultimately you want to reach more people with less actions and less energy. That spirit is saying writing is one of those things that's going to help you. I'm also hearing somebody's supposed to write a children's book out there. Especially in the LGBTQ community, something to help with trans kids. So that's definitely something that we need that out there. It's you know what it is because you've had this going through your head. This is your confirmation. Also, there's somebody out there. Two things Spirit is saying. One is that if you're a musician, this was just on the reading the other day that you're confirmed. Your music is part of your confirmed life path. And also, you need to practice more if you actually play an instrument. I'm hearing you have a blocked throat chakra, wearing blue, hunting, chanting, singing, humming. I don't know what we're hunting, but definitely this is going to help. You need to clear out your throat chakra there and show more compassion and mercy with yourself. And both for the writer and the musician, you could be both, but your pain is your gain. So most musicians and writers put out the best work when they're in the most pain. I'm seeing that as it's not as good as it gets. It's with the movie, and she's a writer, and I can't think of what it is, but she ends up going with her daughter's boyfriend, and she's a writer, and she ends up writing all about it, and it ends up being her breakthrough. I don't know why I can't think of this. If you guys know the name of, because it's a very popular movie, and I literally can't think of it right now. And it's the star of As Good as It Gets. And that's what happens when I'm trying to channel and tell you something else. Because I can see the vision of it, but I can't tell you the name of it. And that's the silliest thing, but it happens. So help me out in the comments section if you know the movie. Teaching is also something that you could be a music teacher, writing teacher, or you're just a spiritual teacher, any kind of teacher. You inspire young people to learn. And I'm also hearing that somebody is going to be creating a nonprofit that has to do with writing music, teaching kids how to write music. Music is like going to be the theme of that, but it's also helping kids to actually like sheet music and stuff. And I'm also hearing that somebody's going to be they're going to be teaching a guide to young kids, like crystal children. So you're going to be writing some kind of guide out there. Let me know if this resonates with you. To teach how it's like autistic and crystal children. So you're going to put the connection of that together and write a book that helps explain, because there's Lee Carroll wrote the book about indigo children, but there's more of a book that needs to be written about the link to autism and crystal and rainbow children. So somebody definitely out there needs to know that. Spirit wanted me to share just a couple of different ones. Woo, these literally flew out at 14:44. I went to go and I went to go shuffle these, and these came out. I listen to the wisdom of my body. Your body has a message for you. Listen to what is telling you. Thank your body for being the perfect messenger. And that is, as you get older, I'm learning we don't need all these pills and stuff. And I'm not saying to stop your medicine, but I'm telling you, ultimately, I'm learning how to eliminate all these pills and do more holistic versions of healing. And I'm drinking a lot more tea, and I actually don't drink coffee anymore. I never thought I would repeat those words, but I haven't drank coffee in probably over 6 months to a year because it just makes me feel too jittery now. And I used to be so tired. And now I'm like, if I drink coffee, I feel like I went and took a no dose and I'm ready to run around and it doesn't feel good and my heart's racing and I'm like, wow. So no, if it's time for you to quit something, spirit will just make it happen. But you gotta listen to your body and don't keep pushing it. Okay, I've hurt my back before and sometimes people get frustrated with me because I can't walk as fast as them or I don't do things as fast or I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm in pain and people aren't as caring with that if you have a pain issue, but I'm learning how to naturally take care of it, not just numb it, because that's what we do when we take our pills. It just numbs it. It doesn't. There's a reason why our body's reacting. It's usually because there's something that needs to be attended. It's kind of like when your tooth hurts, it's because there's an infection or there's an inflammation. But you can cure those things and you can help those things, especially with energy healing. And that's one of the things is opening up your heart chakra. So take advantage of the energy today of opening up your heart chakra because that is definitely where the healing comes in. Our bodies are amazing vessels. All right, what spirit got here? Let's see. I am sustained by love, 1711, as I say that. Whatever you do, wherever you go, whoever you are with, let yourself be guided by the loving hand of the universe. I love that. And if you love these cards, these are the Life Loves You cards by Lois Hay. Definitely recommend you getting those cards if you are going through a spiritual awakening because you need all the happiness that you can get. All right, I'm going to get a message of abundance here, and then I'm going to get a message from your fairies. Let me know if this message is resonating with you. I know today it's all about eliminating the fear that holds us back, that fear that holds us back from our abundance and opening up your heart chakra and knowing that you can't be sad and mad at the same time. So happy and sad at the same time. So it's all about choosing an energy to be in and choose to be in the abundance energy of love and life. Love and light will get you a lovely life. All right, what other messages do we have here? What message of abundance do we have here for this beautiful 808 Lionsgate portal? And the message is, I love those colors. Really and truly, money just isn't that important. Now, before you have a conniption, by all means, pursue it, spend it, and roll around in it. But just don't let it become how the rest of your dreams will come true. I know how. Just dream your dreams, the universe. I love these cards, and this is all about igniting your passion. Royal purple is the color of Archangel Michael. Also, it's the color of royalty, compassion, and spirit. So you need to have mercy and compassion with yourself and start looking over the horizons, beautiful souls. Start filling your heart space up with love and light and less with hate and greed is what I'm hearing. There's some obstacles you're going to be facing, but I'm hearing just keep looking at the sun rising over the mountains, over the horizon. Your ship's sailing in right now, but you have to believe. You have to believe to be able to receive. And then here's one about reality. Reality is not that you are weak and dream of becoming strong, poor and dream of becoming rich, alone and dream of having friends, but that you've already strong, rich, and among friends. Yeah, yet at times you dream that you're not. Silly. The universe. I love these cards. These are just little notes of abundance. And then there's one more they want me to share here. I love this. This is waterfalls, trees, because you're supposed to be in the divine flow, right? You're wondering how would be as silly You're wondering how would be as silly as me wondering why I don't, and neither should you. I mean, let's not be that crazy. The universe. I love it. The universe wants you to know that there's unlimited flows of abundance, but you need to connect with your abundance. And I'm hearing you need to go sit in meditation. Sit with your truth. Sit with your soul, because I feel like so many of us out there are just going, and you're not tuning into that little truth that we all have in there. And that's why some of us are very unhappy, because we're doing things that are not make us happy. What other messages do we have today for this portal from of 808 on from my fairy deck? All right, let's see. Thank you, angels, for blessing this reading. What messages do you have that my collective needs to know here? Let's see. I don't want him to come out. Let's see. Oh, there's one. Body movement. I'm literally hearing, get up and shake your groove thing, yeah, yeah. Show them what you're working with. You gotta love a Pisces reader, okay? Like a Pisces angel intuitive, you never know what we're gonna channel here. Spirit is definitely, you got a bunch of angels dancing around you. That's just funny. I just see all these angels dancing around in spirit going, and they're doing like some 70s, like, yeah, it's like Soul Train up there. Mice are showing up as a spirit animal. It's about what is that, being prepared. You need to start preparing, but you also need to get up and move. So because it's ultimately like the cat, like, okay, the Tom and Jerry I'm getting a reference to, like they're always running away from each other, and there's a mouse way at the bottom of there. It's all about protection too. Know that you're safe, but you gotta start doing some divinely guided action, and this is gonna help your healing. The more you just sit there in your wonderment about the lies, the more that they hang over you. But I'm hearing that if you speak your truth and you get up and you start speaking your truth, that's one thing. This is showing up. And then the magic of nature. And this is all about, oops. So we're talking about body movement and feeling safe. Okay, a lot of you don't feel safe out there, and if you look right here, I feel like there's a romantic partner that's the reason why, because they're lurking in the shadows, or there's a karmics lurking in the shadows. See, if you look up here, and she's got a yellow scarf on because she's in her courage, and Spirit wants you to know that you feel safe. You have guardian angels protecting you. Nobody's going to hurt you. But you got to let down your walls, okay? Because see how high the walls are on there? If you don't let down your walls, nobody can come in. And you got to let the right people come in, because Spirit is doing some things and getting ready to bless you with some blessings, the magic of nature. But if you see all this lavender out there, lavender is a good thing for you to have, whether it be a lotion, a drink, a something. I'm hearing get lavender in your life, and this is going to help you connect to spirit. You need to go out in nature, preferably if you have lavender, to sit around and meditate with it. Meditate on your truth. This is going to help you start feeling more safe the more you're connected to your higher self and not your ego right now. And when you're doing this, take the time to look inside yourself. That green is all about healing. I'm hearing the tangled webs we weave because she's caught up in a web right here. And she's trying to find the truth of herself. So sometimes we need to dig deep into it's like this ratted nest that you have of illusions and lies, and start clearing up the cobwebs of your heart. I'm hearing the spirit is saying to visualize. Visualization is a super important part of manifesting. You got to think it. It's ask, believe, receive, but you got to think it in here to send it out there, right? So you need to start visualizing what is it you truly want, what is for your highest purpose. I'm hearing this goes out for a Pisces mermaid, especially, or if you connect with that Pisces or mermaid. Also, you have a past life to Atlantis, and I'm also hearing you have a connection to the god of water. I can't remember his name in Greek. I can't remember his name. the Greek god. You have a connection to that one, to the of the water. So have peace of mind right now that spirit is working in your favor. And today especially, it's a day of reflecting on how far you've healed, and that some of you actually do have peace of mind right now versus how you were 2 years ago, because sometimes we don't look at where we were versus where we are now. But this is a big thing about self-reliance. Know how much peace of mind you have now, because you're learning to be self-reliant and move forward fearlessly. Again, that purple is a really big color for you today. It's all about mercy and compassion with your younger self, your inner child. Today, be self-care and being nice to yourself. And I'm hearing to have quiet time. Go out and meditate in nature if you're able to. Trees give a lot of healing, and they also connect you to your ancestors. If you can meditate holding a tree, lavender, by a spring, by a brook, anything that helps you get into nature, get out of that negative thought process and embrace your abundance that's coming. I'm hearing your abundance is about to be rolling in like a waterfall. But it's important for you to meditate on what's important for you right now, and start having more family harmony. This is coming. Maybe this isn't happening right now, but it's coming. So don't focus on how it's been. Focus on how you want it to be, and the angels are going to get that connected as long as you don't try to interfere. I'm hearing if you have a younger son, or if you have a son in general, some healing is going to be coming and some closure is going to be coming. You guys just got to rise above problems and literally have laughter. Start laughing at the things, because we have a choice to either laugh or cry, right? But laughter sometimes helps you rise above those problems because it makes it where it's not so serious. Have you ever had that moment where like you've had a really crazy family thing, and then all of a sudden it's like somebody says something completely just outrageous, and you just start busting out laughing, and it breaks up the tension? That's kind of what spirit is saying right now for you to do. All right, beautiful souls. I'm going to wrap this message up. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Thank you so much for being here. Definitely you have a lot of things that you're about to manifest. And like I said, a house is coming on the way, a job, and something about Sunday. And if you're a writer, you're also a numerologist. Okay, numerology is part of it. So maybe you're supposed to be writing some kind of um, charts or something. There's I feel like you're supposed to be writing a book about numerology. That is something. These flipped out, so I'm going to just go ahead and read them to you. Romance and connection, learning experience. I love this, beautiful souls. Spirit saying you're going to be having your soulmate coming into you, and your soul families coming into you. And this is all about learning experience. You need to reflect on the learning experiences that you've had. They've been there to help illuminate you to your higher self, not to make you feel bad. So try not to focus too much on the romance connections that didn't work in the past because they weren't for your highest good. It's important though, forgiveness and understanding. Forgive those past love connections, but you got to start doing the work. I love this. This is a great way to wrap this up, angels. If you can't just ignore or deny the healing or the trauma, you have to acknowledge the trauma and be aware of how, what's going on with it, whether you choose to change it or not. You need to reflect on it and then forgive yourself first, because it's a 3-part process for me. I have to forgive myself for even being a part of it. Then I forgive the situation. Then I forgive a person. By that time, you're usually able to forgive them when you work down to those 3 steps. Not everybody can just forgive, or we wouldn't have war. So it's important to listen to the guidance of your angels. There's a lot of synchronicities going on in your life, and have strength. Today is the 8-8 portal. It's the strength card in tarot. And she has an infinity sign on her crown, which is 8 is turned over. It's the infinity symbol, and 888 is a prosperity number. 8 is in connection to your abundance, prosperity. So it's important to be like a lion. The lion doesn't have to go around. That's why it's the Lion Gate portal, right? Well, it has to do with the stars and astrology and the Egyptians, but you're connecting with your higher strength. Connect into that energetic portal to connect in with your higher strength. And by that, you're acknowledging your inner child today. That's where it comes down to, is get the strength from your angels so you can acknowledge your inner child and let them be free, because it ultimately was not your fault if you got hurt at a very young age. It was those adults' fault, and they will be paying their karma if they haven't paid their karma. And if they passed and you didn't think maybe they got their karma, they can't escape karma, darling. And some of people are literally messed up stuff so bad this lifetime, they're going to be reincarnated as a flea next time, just to be put in a timeout like Jafar, because they just can't play with the rest of the class nicely. It's like Maleficent when they turned that awful queen into a goat to cool her off for a little bit, because she couldn't stop putting spells on people and couldn't be nice to the rest of the kids, right? Spirit is saying yes. Whatever your question is, it's a yes. Go for it. Do it. Feel brave. Feel inspired today. There's a lot of orange and a lot of fire I'm seeing. If you're a fire sign, definitely Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, connect into your strength and power. You've got angelic protection. Archangel Michael's with you. Definitely take that leap of faith today. And if you are thinking about, or you do these teaching music or writing, Spirit definitely needs you to get into meditation. They're showing you synchronicities. They're bringing you the transformation that you want. It's all about, are you going to accept it? Because we always get tested right before our blessings come. So don't give up if it's getting hard, because that just means if it's getting harder, it means you have a higher purpose than most and your lesson's harder. But once you get through it, it's smooth sailing, and then it's on to the next lessons, right? Focus today on your joy and contentment, beautiful souls. Know that peace and prosperity is everyone's birthright. Abundance is your birthright today. Step into it and know that you're on the right path. I love that. Let me know how this message resonated with you, beautiful souls. Love and light. Have the most beautiful and abundant portal of Lion's Gate. Love and light, beautiful souls. God loves you, your angels love you, and I definitely love you.